In the heart of Igbo village of Udu, under a sky obscured by an unusual eclipse, a girl named Ije is born. The eclipse casts an aerial glow over the village, making the birth seem otherworldly. The village seer, Nneka, arrives, her face etched with concern and awe. She proclaims that the child born during the celestial event is destined for greatness and will bring significant change to the land. Ije's parents, Adanna and Obi, are both excited and fearful of what this prophecy means. As the days pass, the villagers notice strange things happening around Ije. Plants bloom out of season, animals act unusually friendly towards her, and the weather seems to shift according to her moods. The villagers, though wary, are intrigued by the young girl, often watching her from a distance as she grows. As Ije grows, she begins experiencing visions of the gods and ancient prophecies. These visions come unbidden, often leaving her exhausted and frightened. In one vision, she sees a great battle between mortals and gods, with her at the center, wielding immense power. Her parents worry about her strange abilities, fearing they might bring misfortune. However, the village elders, particularly Nneka, sees her as a blessing. Nneka becomes Ije's secret confidant, helping her understand and cope with her visions. She tells Ije stories of gods and prophecies, encouraging her to embrace her destiny. Nneka also teaches Ije to read the stars and interpret their messages, further deepening her connection to the divine. The gods, sensing Ije's burgeoning powers, begin to send omens and disasters to the village of Udu. The skies darkened unnaturally, drought struck the land, and plagues of locusts ravaged the crops. Strange occurrences plagued the village. Animals go mad, people fall ill with mysterious ailments, and rivers dry up. The villagers believe these calamities are divine punishment, and their fear turns to anger towards Ije. They whisper that she is cursed, bringing the girl's wrath among them. Despite the growing hostility, Ije remains determined to understand her purpose. She often sneaks out at night to seek solace in the forest, where she feels a deeper connection to the spirit and nature. Seeking answers, Ije visits Obi, an elderly wise man living on the village outskirts. Obi is known for his knowledge of ancient law and his wisdom. He tells her about an ancient prophecy predicting the birth of a child who will challenge the gods. He reveals that he has been expecting her and offers to train her in the ancient knowledge and hidden arts necessary to confront the gods. Under Obi's guidance, Ije learns about the history of the gods and their relationship with mortals. She practices meditation, martial arts, and the use of natural elements in combat. Obi teaches her to harness her vision and control her emerging powers, preparing her for battle ahead. They spend hours in the forest, where Obi shows Ije how to communicate with the spirit of the land and draw strength from nature. One day, guided by her visions, Ije discovers a secret grove deep within the forest. The air is thick with God's presence, and the atmosphere feels charged with ancient magic. In this grove, she feels a profound connection to the divine and realizes that this place will be the battleground for her ultimate confrontation with the gods. Ije spends days meditating in the grove, drawing strength and insight from the ancient trees and the spirit that inhabits them. She senses that the gods are watching her, and she vows to be ready for them when the time comes. She begins to practice her combat skills more intensively, using the grove as her training ground. The gods, realizing the threat Ije poses, sends their minions to destroy her. These supernatural beings, each with their own unique powers, come in waves, testing Ije's strength and resolve. She battles them fiercely, showing her growing abilities and determination. During this battle, Ije gains the loyalty of a few who see her as a savior. Nkem, a skilled hunter, joins her after witnessing her bravery. Amara, a warrior from a neighboring village, pledges her sword to Ije's cause. Together, they form a small but determined group of allies. They train together, share stories around the fire, and develop a deep bond of trust and friendship. In the sacred grove, Ije faces her first minor god, Ezenwanyị, known for controlling water and weather. The battle is fierce and nearly overwhelming. Ezenwanyị summons storms and torrents of water, but Ije, using her newfound skills and relics given by Obi, manages to discover a crucial weakness in the god's power. Despite being almost defeated, Ije's determination and resourcefulness led to her victory. She binds Ezenwine with a spell, drawing her power into herself and weakening the god's hold over the village. The victory boosts her confidence and solidifies her resolve to continue her quest. The villagers, hearing of her triumph, begin to seek her in a new light, though many still fear the god's retribution. The villagers, frightened by the god's retribution, begin to doubt Ije and turn against her. They believe that by offering her to the gods, they can appease their wrath. A group of villagers led by a man named Okoro attempts to capture her. Ije narrowly escapes, thanks to the intervention of Nkem and Amara. The betrayal shakes her, but it also strengthened her resolve. She understands their fear, but knows that she must continue her mission, even if it means standing alone. She retreats to the sacred grove, where she finds solace and strength in the presence of the ancient trees and spirits. Guided by Obi and her vision, Ije discovers an ancient relic that holds the key to defeating the gods. This relic is hidden in a temple guarded by powerful traps and ancient protectors. With the help of her allies, she overcomes these challenges, retrieving the relic and learning its secrets. The relic, an ornate amulet, amplifies her powers and provides her with a deeper connection to the spirit realm. It also reveals the true nature of the gods and their vulnerabilities, giving Ije a crucial advantage in her quest. She spends hours studying the relics, uncovering its mysteries and learning how to harness its powers. Ije ventures into the spirit realm, seeking the aid of ancestral spirits. This journey is fraught with danger and trials that test her courage, wisdom and strength. She faces spirits of warriors, healers and wise elders, each teaching her valuable lessons and bestowing blessings upon her. Emerging from the spirit realm, Ije is stronger and more determined. She now possesses enhanced powers and a deeper understanding of her destiny. The spirit's blessings give her the confidence to face the gods and protect her people. She returns to Udu, ready to continue her fight. Armed with the relics and the spirit's blessing, Ije confronts and defeats her first major god, Amadioha, the god of thunder and justice. The battle is epic, with thunder and lightning crashing around them. Ije uses her new powers and the relic to exploit Amadioha's weakness, ultimately defeating him and sending shockwave through the divine realm. This victory embodies Ije and her allies, but it also increases the gods' determinations to destroy her. They realize she is a formidable opponent and that their reign is in jeopardy. The villagers, witnessing her triumph, begin to rally around her, seeing her as their protector and leader. The remaining gods form an alliance to destroy Ije. They send more powerful minions and unleash larger-scale disaster on the village and surrounding areas. Ije faces increasing challenges, but she also rallies more support from the villagers and neighboring communities. People from other villages, inspired by her bravery, join her cause. Together, they form a coalition determined to stand against the gods. Ije's leadership and strategic acumen becomes evident as she coordinates their efforts and prepares for the final confrontation. They build fortifications, train new warriors, and gather resources for the forthcoming battles. One of Ije's closest allies, Nkem, betrays her, leading to a devastating defeat. Nkem, tempted by the promises of power and fear of the god's wrath, reveals Ije's plans to the gods. This betrayal led to a fierce battle in which Ije barely escapes with her life. Wounded and demoralized, Ije retreats with Amara and Chidi to a hidden sanctuary. The betrayal deeply affects her, but it also strengthens her resolve. She realizes the importance of trust and loyalty and vows to be more vigilant. In the sanctuary, she reflects on her journey and prepares for the final battle. In the hidden sanctuary, Ije heals and trains new mentors. The sanctuary is a place of ancient magic, protected by wise elders and warriors who have long opposed the gods. Here, Ije discovers new powers and strategies to defeat the gods. She trains immensely, learning new combat techniques and refining her ability. She also gains new allies, including powerful warriors and wise elders who pledge to support her cause. The sanctuary becomes a haven where she prepares for the final confrontation. She also uncovers ancient texts that reveals more about the gods' weaknesses and how to exploit them. Stronger and more determined, Ije returns to Udu. Her return is met with mixed reaction. Some villagers are still fearful, while others are inspired by her courage. She shares her vision of a future free from the gods' tyranny, uniting the village under her leadership. Ije leads the preparation for the forthcoming battles. The villagers, now united, fortify the village, create strategic plans, and train for combat. There is a sense of hope and determination as they prepare to stand against the gods. Ije also works to heal the rift caused by Nkem's betrayal, bringing the community together in a show of solidarity. The gods, realizing that time is running out, launch a massive assault on Udu. They send powerful minions, unleash natural disasters, and attempt to demoralize the village. The sky darkened and the air is filled with the sound of clashing weapons and rolling elements. Ije leads the defense with unparalleled strategic brilliance. She uses the relic and the ancestral blessing to protect the village, coordinating the efforts of her allies and the villagers. Despite heavy losses, her leadership ensures that Udu remains standing. The villagers, inspired by her bravery, fight with renewed vigor, determined to protect their homes. Ije gathers her allies and the remaining villagers for a final stand. They prepare for the ultimate battle against the gods, knowing that the fate of their world rests in their hands. Ije delivers a rousing speech, reminding them of their strength and resilience. The night before the battle, Ije and her allies performed a secret ritual, calling upon the spirits for one last blessing. The spirits appear, offering their support and promising to aid them in the final confrontation. The villagers, filled with hope and determination, prepare for the dawn. The final battle is an epic clash of mortals and gods. Ije, wielding the relic and her newfound powers, faces the gods in a fierce and relentless fight. The sky is filled with flashes of lightning and a roar of thunder as the gods unleash their full wrath. Ije and her allies fight valiantly, using all their skills and resources to hold their ground. The battle rages for hours, with both sides suffering heavy losses. Ije confronts each god using her knowledge and abilities to exploit their weaknesses. Her allies, inspired by her bravery, fight with all their might, determined to protect their home. In a desperate move, Ije makes the ultimate sacrifice to defeat the gods. She channeled all her powers and the energy of the relic, unleashing a devastating force that shatters the gods' divine form. The energy surge creates a blinding light, and when it fades, the gods are no more. The villagers, witnessing her sacrifice, are filled with both sorrow and admiration. They mourn her loss but celebrate the end of the gods' tyranny. Ije's sacrifice becomes a symbol of hope and resilience for generations to come. Her name is etched in the annals of history, remembered as the savior of her people. With the gods defeated, Udu and the surrounding village begin to rebuild and heal. The land once ravaged by divine wrath starts to flourish again. Crops grow abundantly, rivers flow freely, and the animals return to their natural behavior. The villagers honor Ije with a grand ceremony, erecting a monument in her memory. Nneka, now an elder herself, leads the ceremony, reminding everyone of Ije's bravery and sacrifice. The village of Udu, united and strong, looks forward to a future free of the gods' tyranny, living in harmony with nature and the spirits of their ancestors. I know you enjoyed this beautiful story. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel, and also turn on post notification for the next story to come. Thank you for sticking with Tales of Times 247. We really appreciate you being here.